Peace and blessings. This is your girl, Queen Kenya, coming to you live with the Soulspirations for today. It's been a long time since I've done a Soulspiration, probably a couple of weeks. I've been trying to balance my time with my soul journey and really focus on the things that need to be spoken live. I was speaking to a sister yesterday, and I was just sharing with her that I don't want to just be getting on live just to be talking. I want to get on when I really have something to say, when my spirit has been spoken to and I really need to speak. So here I am today, sitting outside in nature in this lovely, beautiful weather in Georgia. This weather is crazy. It goes up and down, back and forth, all around. But today, right now, it's nice out, and I'm just sitting outside enjoying the nature. Gonna take my glasses off, as I always do, because I don't like the way I look on camera with these glasses. So here we go. The topic of today's Soulspiration is: the more I find myself and truth, the more I lose people. And I know you're probably saying, like, what does that mean? And how does that speak to my soul as a Soulspiration for today? Well, I'm just going to say that I had this epiphany last night. And it was kind of ironic how I got it, but I'm glad that it came to me. And I think it was very truthful in revelation, so I'll share it with you. And what I've realized is that every individual within this earth realm, we all have our own journey. Although we're all connected together as one within the universe, every individual has their journey. Every individual has their own purpose, mission, soul journey within their lifespan. And so there are incidents, accidents, and occurrences that happens in our lives that kind of dictate the journey and path that we take in life, along with our choices and decisions that we make for ourselves. For me, the greatest part of the epiphany was last night, was realizing that in the midst of all of that, we begin with a foundation, most of us begin with a foundation of belief, having a belief system, whether it's taught to us or it's something that we learn on our own. Whatever the case may be, I'm not necessarily saying that it always has to be a faith-based belief system, but it's a belief system. So whatever you adapt and you begin to believe in, there are a lot of things that people believe in religiously that they really don't even know that they're believing in that religiously. So the epiphany that I had last night was that we all have our individual journeys, and that our journeys are completely guided by our own belief system. So whatever it is that we believe in or we come to believe in life is what will guide us and what will draw us to where we need to go on our path in life. And sometimes the things that we believe in may not necessarily bring us to where we want to go, but because we have that belief system, it guides us to where what we're believing. I hope this makes sense to you guys, because it makes more sense to me in my head and as a revelation when I got it last night. But yeah, the focus of each person's life is really based upon their belief system. What do you believe in? Do you believe in good health, that by living a certain lifestyle, eating certain foods, exercising, that will allow you to have long life, longevity, and good health? If you truly believe that within your heart and your soul, and you practice that, then that will become your truth. If you believe that the environment which you were born in and which you were given, and the parents of, but you came through this earth realm, if you believe that the circumstances and situation in which you were born in is your end all of be all, then it's possibly that that's what's going to happen. If you don't look outside of those circumstances and situations of how you came to be or what you grew up in, if you never search beyond that or believe any greater for yourself beyond that, then that's what you'll have. If you believe in a foundation of faith and you come to know a higher power for yourself, and you begin to practice religious beliefs or rituals or what have you, and you truly believe in that up until your day of transitioning from being alive to not being alive in this room, if you focus on that and you continue to believe on that path, then that's your truth. What I've learned is that my truth is my truth. Your truth is your truth. Although my truth may help you and give you insight and greater understanding of your own truth, your truth is still your truth. And that, my friends, was the greatest epiphany that I could have ever had, and I had it yesterday. So, as I'm talking about today, that the more that I grow and I find my truth for my being and my journey, the more people I lose along the path. Why is that, Queen Kenyon? Well, from my own recollection, my own understanding, I would say that it's because my truth is my truth and their truth is theirs. It gets lonely sometimes, and even though on your path and your journey you have people that go with you, that are interacting with you, I should say, more so, because everybody's going along on their own journey, no matter if you're married or if you have a partner or whatever. You're still on your own journey, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're not in a relationship and you're just, connected with your family, really tight, close-knit family bonds. It doesn't matter. You still have your own path, your own journey, and your own truth. So, what does that look like? For everybody, it looks different. And I can't even describe or put in words what the journey is like. For me, I can try. I don't know if you'll get it or understand it. But the whole purpose of me speaking on this topic today is to shed light, if not only to just one other being, just so that you know that even in your journey, you may seem like you are alone. You're never alone. There's always someone, somewhere out there living a parallel life to yours, going through the same things that you're going through or have gone through just recently. And even though you have to go through it, excuse me. Oh yeah, that was nasty, but I had to let it come out. Even though it seems that you may go through things alone, like I just said, there's always someone somewhere out there going through the same things that you're going through. So, what do we do about the feeling of loneliness that we may have in the midst of our soul journey when we're finding our truth? Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing. Still just going along my journey, trekking, focusing, meditating. Because this is part of my journey. It's my truth. This is what I do for me, what helps me. Remembering who I am and what I came here for. It's easier to do that when you know. If you're along this journey and you find yourself seeking truths and being alone and you still don't know your purpose or mission for life and why you're here, then that can be a bit difficult for you. The most important thing in life while journeying on this track is to find out why you're here, to know your purpose and your mission for which you came. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, but that's not my purpose for being. Those are some of the things that I've gotten to experience while I'm here, but that's not my purpose for being. So once you can understand that there are some titles you may wear, some roles you will have to take on as a human being in this fleshly body, then you'll also realize that it's just a part of your journey. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm sitting outside in nature, which I love. And sometimes it's good just to sit outside, to reflect, to think about life. The purpose? We are here. Why are you here? Think about it. We've been within this earth for how many years? Think of yourself. Why have you come? What has guided you along the way? What are your thoughts? What are your beliefs? What is your truth? Another thing that I learned for myself is that what I come to know as my truth may not be everyone else's truth, and I can embrace it and accept it for me, but I don't have to project it or force it upon other people, because everybody has their own journey. And the great thing about this mission that has been with helping others to realize their soul purpose, the greatest thing about it is that I get to be me. I get to speak however I want to speak, respectfully, unoffensively, hopefully most times. But just sharing my truth from the perspective of my own elements. And it's beautiful to be able to just speak your truth and be who you are, and have people be receptive to you in that aspect. Everybody might not always receive you, but for those who are drawn to you for specific reasons, those people are drawn for a reason, and they shall receive what you speak of because it's part of them being on their journey. So the bottom line is, don't get weary in your journey, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like. Always reflect on your purpose and your mission and your belief system. Sometimes your belief system has to be revamped. Sometimes your belief system has to be revamped. I remember growing up as a young girl in the church. She was in. I was a member of a Methodist church when I was a youngin, and United Methodist, and I was an altar girl. I would go and bring in the light with a candlestick, light the candles on the altar. Now, everyone doesn't have this experience as a child or their upbringing, but my journey, my sojourn from that time until now, was strategically designed for me to have that experience, because along the way, my creator and the universe knew that just that act alone would be memorable for me and monumental when it came to doing other things in my life. There are certain things that you might do that you don't even realize why you do it, but your higher self knows, and it's always guiding you in your truth and your path. So, just a little reflection about my journey and sharing this with you. As I was an altar girl, I grew up doing that, and I always loved it. It was sacred to me. I had to dress in a white robe and wear the white gloves that represented it, purity, and I carried in the light from the place of purity where I was into the sanctuary, representing bringing the light into the world. And so I always have been a light bearer. That's how I connect that in my golden ages right now. I've always been a light bearer. And it's beautiful because as I'm speaking about this now, the sun is beginning to shine bright on me. Even brighter now than it was before, if you haven't noticed. But I've always been a light bearer. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm so thankful for that. And me being a light bearer, it lets me know and remember that no matter what I go through or how dark it gets, that I am the light. I carry the light within me. Not only do I carry it physically, or have I carried it physically, but I have it within me. So I am the light. And that's totally amazing for me to be able to reflect upon that and remember that. That has become a part of me. You know, it is a part of me. It's a part of reflection. It's a part of memory. It's a part of my soul being and a part of my soul journey. And like I've said, many of you may have not experienced those kind of things in your childhood, but maybe there are some other things that you experienced in your childhood that you can reflect upon that gave you strength, that gave you hope. It's part of the impressions of our lives that build us, that build our belief system. Because like I said, there are a lot of things that are within our belief system that's not just based upon a religious tradition or belief. So in totality, those are the things that drive us. Those are the things that guide us. And I just want you all to know that today and every day, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening along your journey, I want you to remember your purpose. Remember your truth. Know who you are. And if you don't know, it's time for you to start seeking. I'm telling y'all this until the day I transition from this earth. If you don't know who you are or your real soul purpose for being within this earth realm, it's time for you to start seeking. Because we didn't come here just to eat, sleep, work, pay bills, and die. That's not what we came here for. It's a part of the life experience. But that's not our purpose for existing and being. And so you must know why you are here. You must tap into your purpose. You must tap into your power. You must realize that you are called into life form. We are soul beings, people. Spiritual soul beings living a natural experience. This is like, look at the nature. Look at that. It's beautiful. We are able to experience a 3D experience. And, when you're spirit, when you're totally spirit, there's only so much you can experience in the natural. And so we were blessed enough to be able to be in spirit form and then take on flesh form by being created in our mother's womb and then birthed. A lot of people were created in their mother's womb, but a lot of people didn't make it out. A lot of people made it out and then died within their entrance. But you're still here. And so am I. So if we made it through that transition and we're still here, think about all the years of your life that you have lived, all the things that you have gone through, and you're still here. My friends, you're still here for a purpose and a reason. And if you don't know that purpose yet, it's truly time for you to start seeking. For you to know who you are, whose you are, why you've come, and from whence you have came. Finding your own truth is about learning your past, understanding your present, and looking forward to your future. All along while realizing that you dwell and you are dwelling in it all at once. That's one of my truths. One of my revelation truths. I had to realize that right now, that I am in the past, the present, and in the future. Because I'm an eternal being. And there's just a lot of things that transcend the natural eye. And once you realize that for yourself, then you begin to understand why your life has become what it is. So, yeah. This is the soul inspiration for today. Maybe it's a little deep for some, but hopefully not too deep. I love the fact that I can just get on live and speak what I need to speak, and then it's done. All praises to the Most High, my Creator, and the Spirit Guides, my ancestors. I love you. I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the love. I'm grateful for the sunlight. I'm grateful for the air that I breathe. Having a spirit of gratitude is always a blessing unto yourself. As you exude that energy into the universe, it's given back to you in many ways. So I have a few comments because I can't see without my glasses. I'm going to read these comments. My beloved husband has commented. He said, "We must do our purpose while on this earth. Do you think when you do your purpose, you add years to your life?" That's a good question. Wow. I'll speak from my own perspective and answer that, but don't etch it in stone, okay? I truly believe that for some of us, no, I'm not going to say for some of us, for all of us, our lives are predestined. Meaning that when we were given permission, when we were granted permission to come into this earth realm, we were given our lifespan. And for some of us on the outside looking in at other people's lives, like when people die young, like Tupac, like Left Eye, like Biggie, some of my favorite spiritual beings, Aaliyah, Bob Marley, I could go on and on, Nina Simone. When we are given our lifespan and we die young, and others are on the outside looking in, and they say, oh, they died young, they had so much more life to live. Well, did they really? Or was their mission complete? See, that's the thing. I honestly believe that none of us really know how much time we have until that moment when we're about to transition. Then we realize that it's actually happening. Or maybe when we're getting really close to it actually happening, I begin that there's some kind of transformation that begins to happen within our body that signals that transformation, and maybe an alertness from our higher self. So to answer your question, I would simply say that I believe that we're all given a lifespan to complete our journeys and missions, no matter how long or short the lifespan is. And unlike most people, I will speak for myself, I believe in reincarnation. I believe that we are spiritual entities that never die. Our spirits just keep going and going and going, and we just live forever because we are eternal beings. Now, how we live in the next life form is totally different and up to the Creator, the universe, and the choices that we made in this life to determine where we go next. If we've leveled up, so to speak. These are my personal opinions, and my understanding of my own journey. If we've leveled up to go to the next place, or if we've reached that highest height, and then we just do ancestors and help others. Yeah. So, I hope I answered your question. Yeah. Whew, this is a lot. I thought I was just going to get on here and speak a little piece, but Spirit is already working on me, and the sun is shining bright, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the life that I have. Now, sidebar, I'm going to say something that has nothing to do with this inspiration, but really does. Just so I could show you, it does. Everything that I say is always interconnected, intertwined, no matter how crazy or far-fetched it may seem. Excuse me. But, and I apologize, guys, for spitting while I'm doing the live, but when you got to get it out, you got to get it out. Okay, so that is another reason to live your life and live it abundantly. Let me just say, all this mucus buildup, it's not good for us, and we could be so much more better beings, healthier beings, if we did change our lifestyles and how we eat and what we intake and all that good stuff. Excuse me, I apologize for that interruption, but the Dr. Sebi left a legacy for us. Also, there's a young brother by the name of Yada who's online, who shares. He lives in Ecuador, I believe. He shares a lot of information. There's a lot of people all over the world that are sharing information at this day and age, what the universe has given them for us to eat better and healthier, because the system is what is against us. And the universe is what's going to help us to regain our truth and our spiritual health and being and wealth of life within the natural state. Okay, so back to the sidebar conversation that I said didn't have anything to do with this, but it does, because that wasn't it. This Cardi B album, all I'm going to say is because this is for her grind and her hustle. Like I said earlier, we all have our own journey. Literally, get this. Her journey in her life reflects her journey. And from how she began to where she is now from where she began represents a great success for her. Doesn't matter how she got it, but it does represent a great success for her. And in that, I am happy for her. However, I do not.
No, you can't really too much again.
In a minute.
Huh?
In a minute. However, I do not believe that all what she has displayed is quite healthy for some people. It might help some people. But people like me, we're on a different path of consciousness and vibrations. And so we can respect what Cardi B's doing and respect her grind and respect her hustle and respect her success. And pray for her, encouraging her for her purpose and her mission in life. Because her purpose and mission in life is different from yours and mine. Don't get it twisted. She was sent here to do what she's doing on her journey and her mission. And nobody can dictate that. We can have our opinions about it. I'm not going to judge. We can have our opinions about it. But, yeah. That's it. Like with anybody else in the artistry and the movement of entertainment, you know, we can all have our ideas and opinions about people. But we are not the ones that's going through their life journey, their soul journey. They go through it. So we can say what we want to say and feel how we want to feel from the outside looking in. But what I've learned more than anything is to respect the journey of other people. Because I would always want someone to respect my journey. Respect my grind, respect my hustle. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to love it. But at least the respect is there. So, my husband says Ciroc is the GOAT. She is. If you don't know about Ciroc, SAROC, check her out. She is the GOAT. She is the embodiment of true hip-hop and lyricism as a goddess. And she's one of the best out there. Matter of fact, I would say she is the best. Yeah, she is. Yeah, but that's a side note. Like I said, it really had nothing to do with what I was talking about, but it did, but it didn't. So, anyway, back to the topic at hand, which is the more I find my own truth, the more I find myself alone. Okay, know this. Okay. There are going to be times when you feel alone. Excuse me, I'm having to maneuver some things right now, but I'm here. Here we go. There are going to be some times when you feel alone along this journey in life. But like I said, remember, you got to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, it's time for you to stop. Start seeking. We're all here for a purpose and a reason. So, no matter how lonely the road may be, know your truth. Embrace your truth. Love on yourself within that truth and journey. And embrace your soul journey. Because this life is all about you. Every experience that you've had leading up to this very moment, this very day, it's been all about you. Every interaction with every person, every being, every relationship, everything. It's been all to show you more about yourself and your truth. How you respond to others, how you love others, how you dislike others or hate others. All of that. It's all about you and your interaction and your experience in this earth realm. So what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your purpose? Now that you're here, no matter if you have to travel this road alone, what are you going to do with it? That's a question for you to ponder on. And like I said earlier, the epiphany that I got yesterday was that everybody has their own truth. Everyone has their own individual truth. My truth may not be your truth, but you have to seek it so you can find it, embrace it, and live in that thing. And just because others may experience your truth and be interconnected and intertwined within your truth doesn't make it theirs. They've just become a part of your experience, or you've just become a part of their experience. But you still own your own soul journey because it's yours and it's individual. I hope I'm making myself clear when I say that. Peace, love, and light to you all. It's been a blessed time speaking for this Soulspiration for today. I hope you have gained something, as I always want to drop gems as I am afforded to during this time and season and age. I am blessed to be a blessing unto others, and along this soul journey I have learned that while finding my truth, and the closer and the more that I get elevated along this journey, I lose people, disconnecting with people, not because I want to, not because it's my choice. It's just happening. And I'm growing. I'm learning to love, to grow, and to let go. And when the universe begins to strategically place you on the path of righteousness, a path of learning, a path of love, a path of trial and tribulation, you have to align yourself accordingly to go through what you need to go through so that you can manifest what it is that needs to manifest for you in your life. Interesting. This is starting to get heavy for me a little bit, so before it gets any more heavier, I'm gonna go. And like I said, peace, love, and light to you all. Blessings. And remember, you are great. You are the light in the darkness. You are the strength. You are what you seek for. Everything that you need is within. So, today, just take the time to reflect. Think about who you really are, why you've come, and what your purpose and mission is. And remember, no matter what, whether you have to go at it alone or you lose people along the way, you're here for a purpose. Love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Have a blessed Sunday, I know I will. Enjoying the nature of it all. I love this weather. It's beautiful. Ta-ta.